A little bit earlier on, we showed you how angry passions come out in the open when some people feel threatened by their Muslim neighbors. But can intolerance like that ever be funny? Well, one Muslim filmmaker says yes, it can, and she actually says she wants to put the fun back into fundamentalism with a TV sitcom that debuts next Tuesday on Canadian TV. It takes aim at bias against Muslims, but the big question is, will it make people laugh or take offense at a show called Little Mosque on the Prairie? All right, so do you find that funny or no laughing matter? And could a show like that ever make it on American TV? Let's ask our out in the open panel now. Roland Martin, Paula Zanh Now, and Cenk Uygur. What do you guys think?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's good because, you know, most people, unfortunately, when Muslims come on the air and so on in the United States, usually they don't smile, they're very serious and so on. I think this is great. It shows we are really human beings. When Muslims get together, we do laugh. We do make fun of ourselves. We do make fun of others. And I think to show that it's great.
How do you pierce through that sole stereotype that exists in this country, which is, among some Americans, Muslims are bad?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do it all the time on our radio show, and nobody makes more suicide bomber jokes than I do. And the reason is, once you make fun of something, people go, wait a minute, you're right, that's silly. You know, of course not all Muslims are suicide bombers, and of course they're not all bad guys. I don't know why I ever thought that. And, you know, and everybody has to break through these things. Yes. And, you know, in TV they said, oh, a show about Jews in New York will never work until Seinfeld. They said a black woman can't ever be a talk show host until Oprah. Right. So, I mean, I'm going to sell 2.5 Muslims, and everybody loves Muhammad.
And that is the value of entertainment. And we have a history of that. When you look at what Dick Gregory did with comedy, when you look at Richard Pryor, when you look at lots of television shows. But unfortunately, we have some people who are too wedded to PC. ABC had a reality show where there was a white neighborhood in Austin, Texas, largely white, and they were going to have the neighbors choose the family. So it was a black family, a gay family, an Asian family. They say, don't air the show because it's going to upset people. No, those shows allow you to talk about common day issues, and so you use entertainment for that effect. So entertainment can be crazy laughter that means nothing, but you can also teach.
Do you really teach through shows like this? Does
yes, I think this show.
People go, wow.
I think this show.
I think that. I sound like an idiot. Yeah. I mean, you know, you do learn from those kind of shows. When FX had that show Black White, I think people learn by watching the reality that people went through being painted black, painted white.
It was very raw experience as a viewer.
There's actually several comedians that are popping up now where Muslims making fun of themselves and talking about the different experiences. And I think this could do more good than all the think tanks in the country put together. I think humor works. It shows that we are just like everyone else. We are typical Americans. I happen to be a Muslim. I happen to be an Arab. I don't have any bombs on me. I like to laugh. I like to do everything else. I like to do everything else. I like to do everything else every American likes to do.
Final thought, beyond laughter, is how bad are things in America between Muslims and non-Muslims?
Very bad.
It is.
It's
but
very bad.
I'll tell you what's driving it is the conservative talk show hosts on TV and on radio, and they keep coming. And Virgil Good, a United States congressman from Virginia, coming out saying he's afraid of more Muslims in the country. But if we have the comedy shows and the talk shows that bring it out in the open and that talk about it, we'll get beyond it.
Virgil Good is a symptom. Virgil Good is a symptom. We have a war. We have 9/11. We have the Iraq War. All this is playing together. We have threats of bombing. We have suicide bombings. We have heads being cut off. All that put together is what creates that.
But very simple. It's harmful because you have Muslims who are American taxpayers, who are hardworking, and they are afraid and they're angry and they're hurt because people are looking at them as terrorists when they're trying to send their kids to college and trying to live the American life and the American dream. That is what is so shameful about this.
Roland Martin, Paula Zanh Now, Cenk Uygur. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time.